Left behind the cul-de-sac life, mower lines and bills. Traded in my necktie for a dusty pair of wheels. Didn't tell my boss or neighbor, just a note stuck on the fridge. Back in a week, or maybe never, love you, don't burn the bridge. First stop was a bait shop with a close sign taped askew. Old man sitting in a lawn chair said that sign's just for folks who chew. He poured me coffee from a thermos older than my truck. Said, son, get lost real good, and when you do, don't push your luck. So I'm driving with a map in my mind. No plans, no clocks, just peace to find. Waving at cows, singing off key, finding the better parts of me. Ain't got much, but I've got time, so I'm driving with a map in my mind. Picked up a hitchhiker named Denise, tough gal, boots and attitude. She said, I've been running from my ex since he glued my mailbox shut, rude dude. We shared trail mix and bad advice. She gave me her cousin's flask, then yelled out the window at a goat. That's how freedom's supposed to act. Stopped in a town with 3 street lights and a bar called Fix It Later. Got beer from a guy with one eye and a tattoo that said moderator. He said life's just a truck stop for your soul. Take long breaks and stretch your heart, and don't date girls with astrology apps. Just trust me on that part. So I'm driving with a map in my mind. No plans, no clocks, just peace to find. Waving at cows, singing off key, finding the better parts of me. Ain't got much, but I've got time, so I'm driving with a map in my mind. There's beauty in a random left turn and lessons in a sunburn. Like always, pack extra socks and don't trust gas station sushi spots. Watch the stars outside of Flagstaff, feet on the dash, brain finally still. Heard a whisper from inside me say maybe this is what's real. The world's too wide to stay boxed in, too strange to overthink. And sometimes peace don't come in answers, it shows up in a wink. So I'm driving with a map in my mind. No plans, no clocks, just peace to find. Waving at cows, singing off key, finding the better parts of me. Ain't got much, but I've got time, so I'm driving with a map in my mind. And if you're wondering where I'm going, friend, I don't rightly know, but I'll save your shotgun if you're willing to go slow. Left my town at sunrise with a cooler and a folding chair. No real plan, just a half-pack bag and a dashboard full of air. Mama said, call me when you get there. I said, where's there supposed to be? She said, wherever you breathe easy and forget who you're trying to be. So I passed a church shaped like a shoe, a diner built from stone. Heard a banjo down in Georgia and a couple break up on speakerphone. Some guy at Pump 12 told me, boy, your tires look too proud. Let some air out, ease your ride. It's not a race, just feel the ground. It's tailgate prayers and exit signs, old songs humming through county lines. Ain't running from, just riding through, trying to find the better parts of you. 1,000 miles of peace of mind, and tailgate prayers and exit signs. Met a woman selling pickles out of jars behind a shed. Said her husband left her for a bass boat, but she kept the spread. She gave me one for free and said sometimes sour's just the start. Let it sit long enough and it turns sweet, just like a stubborn heart. I stopped at a roadside market where a teen was selling hats. He said, I'm saving for a used guitar and a dog that don't chase cats. I told him, son, keep saving, dreams cost more than gas. He grinned and said, well, gas is cheaper than therapy, so I'll make it last. His tailgate prayers and exit signs, old songs humming through county lines. I ain't running from, just riding through, trying to find the better parts of you. 1,000 miles of peace of mind, and tailgate prayers and exit signs. Some folks chase a mountain, some just chase the sound. Me, I chase the feeling of not needing to turn around. I've learned more from strangers at gas pumps and fruit stands than I ever did from folks who wore a suit and had a plan. Now I keep a list in my glove box, advice from all the towns, like trust your gut and tip real good and don't back up too proud. One day I'll stop for good, find peace in porch light beams, but till then I'll drive like the road's a song and the world still dreams. It's tailgate prayers and exit signs, old songs humming through county lines. Ain't running from, just riding through, trying to find the better parts of you. 1,000 miles of peace of mind, in tailgate prayers and exit signs. So if you see me on the shoulder, just smile and wave hello. I'm not lost, I'm just somewhere I didn't plan to go. Took off in my cousin's van. He said it ain't got air, but it's got soul. 3 buddies, 1 cooler, and dreams bigger than that radio hole. I drew the short straw, middle seat, leg room's just a myth. But man, the laughs we had with beef jerky breath and gas station myths. We argued over playlists, Billy Joel or Johnny Cash. Got lost near Tulsa, chasing a billboard that promised a tank of gas. But it led us to a burger shack where the waitress sang our names, and the cook swore his chili once made a preacher speak in flames. So roll the windows down, lean into the sweat. Let the road forgive what you ain't fixed yet. Skip the rush, collect the mess, middle seat, no regrets. Cause it's not the miles, it's who you get. So buckle up with no regrets. We met a guy in Arkansas selling peaches out the bed of his Ford. He said take back roads and banana bread, skip them tolls and tourist boards. And this grandma at a rest stop, bless her soul and big old purse, gave us candy and relationship advice, then offered us church. She said pack light, pack snacks, and don't text your ex at 2 a.m. And when we asked why she was traveling alone, she just said, man, we laughed so hard we almost missed the world's largest frying pan. Took a selfie with a statue wearing shades and holding Spam. So roll the windows down, lean into the sweat. Let the road forgive what you ain't fixed yet. Skip the rush, collect the mess, middle seat and no regrets. Cause it's not the miles, it's who you get. So buckle up with no regrets. Stopped at a place called Uncle Rick's for fireworks and fries. He said life's too short for clean trunks or alibis. We bought a rubber chicken, wore sombreros in the rain, because sometimes dumb ideas are just memories in the making. By the time we hit Montana, we were sunburnt, broken free. Took a dip in a lake we couldn't pronounce, just my friends and me. And I learned that trips don't need a purpose, just a full tank and some grace. And a middle seat ain't half bad when you're riding with your bass. So roll the windows down, lean into the sweat. Let the road forgive what you ain't fixed yet. Skip the rush, collect the mess. Middle seat, no regrets. Cause it's not the miles, it's who you get. So buckle up with no regrets. Yeah, the view's still good from the middle row when the company's gold and the pace is slow. So next time life says sit in the back, say heck yeah, let's roll. No regrets. Pulled over near a mile marker, 10 for snacks and stretched out knees. Bought beef sticks, gum and coffee sludge that barely counted as beans. Clerk was reading horoscopes, wearing Crocs with mismatched charms. Said you look like a man who's running more than just from car alarms. She pointed to a dusty fridge with flowers wrapped in plastic. Said sometimes you gotta buy forgiveness, don't wait till it's too drastic. So I grabbed a wilted rose or two, even though I had no plan. Somewhere deep I knew those stems might just make me a better man. So I keep driving toward the edge of known, fixing things I broke, so I'm not alone. With bugs on the glass and grace and the towers looking for love and gas station flowers. The road don't judge, it just allows, and I'm learning that slow counts now. Next town over, met a guy with a dog named Sandwich in a vest. Said he used to chase squirrels, now he just guards my GPS. We talked about regrets and women over a lukewarm cola. He said life's like this truck, don't expect heat when it's older. He warned me don't go back unless your heart's had time to mend, and never say I'm fine unless it ain't just pretend. He gave me half a Twix and a look like he'd seen storms, and said even in the wrong turns you'll find places that feel warm. So I keep driving toward the edge of known, fixing things I broke, so I'm not alone. With bugs on the glass and grace and the towers looking for love and gas station flowers. The road don't judge, it just allows, and I'm learning that slow counts now. I used to chase the finish line, but now I count the porch light signs. And when I call her, I'll just say I found a bloom that don't fade away. I'm still a fool with stubborn ways and playlists full of twang. Still talk to strangers in old boots who know the price of pain. But now I carry those plastic stems like a medal on my dash, a reminder love don't always bloom, but you still gotta ask. So I keep driving toward the edge of known, fixing things I broke, so I'm not alone. With bugs on the glass and grace and the towers looking for love and gas station flowers. The road don't judge, it just allows, and I'm learning that slow counts now. Yeah, forgiveness comes in different forms. Sometimes it's roses, sometimes it's thorns, but the road rolls on with room to grow, and I'm driving home real soft and slow. Pulled out of town around 6 a.m., coffee warm and gas tank full. Map on the dash just for the vibe, but the phone does auto pull. Old Joe said take the back road, son, don't you stare at dotted lines. He swears the world ain't on the highway signs, but in roadside county pines. Stopped at a shack with fried green beans and a jukebox playing slow. Talked to a man who swore his dog could sing, said boy take life kinda low. You laugh, pack some patience in your glove box, leave your hurry back at home, then wink and tossed a peanut to his hound with a grin like a rolling stone. Just keep driving through the quiet and the wild. Let the wind remind you you're still a child. Keep a story in your pocket and a song behind your smile. You'll find yourself in every crooked mile. Yeah, you'll find yourself in every crooked mile. Met a girl in Asheville, paint on her hand, selling prints out of her van. She said, I used to chase the dream, now I chase the sun across this land. Told me, talk to strangers, don't just pass them. Folks got gold behind their eyes. The best directions ain't on paper, they come wrapped in good advice. Eat local, drive slow, stop when it feels right. Don't be that guy who gets there fast but miss the magic in life. She gave me tea with herbs she grew when a mixtape scratched and sweet. Said play it when the mountains feel too quiet or your thoughts are getting deep. Just keep driving through the quiet and the wild. Let the wind remind you you're still a child. Keep a story in your pocket and a song behind your smile. You'll find yourself in every crooked mile. Yeah, you'll find yourself in every crooked mile. Some fella in Missouri swore by crackers and apple juice. Said if your belly's quiet, your brain won't write its traveling gospel truth. Another guy in Texas said rotate them tunes, man, don't repeat. Too much Springsteen makes you moody. Mixing Willie for some heat. Got lost outside of Santa Fe, but a kid fixed my flat with flair. Told me, man, detours are just plot twists, makes a story worth a share. And I swear the sunset's better when you don't know where it ends. Cause the road ain't meant for rushing, it's where strangers turn to friends. Just keep driving through the quiet and the wild. Let the wind remind you you're still a child. Keep a story in your pocket and a song behind your smile. You'll find yourself in every crooked mile. Yeah, you'll find yourself in every crooked mile. Take photos, sure, but don't forget to blink. There's a view out west that'll change how you think. And if the world feels big and you're small for a while, that's the point, my friend. Just soak it in and smile. Just keep driving through the quiet and the wild. Let the wind remind you you're still a child. Keep a story in your pocket and a song behind your smile. You'll find yourself in every crooked mile. Yeah, you'll find yourself in every crooked mile. So here's to full tanks, loose plans, and songs you never knew. Best roads ain't marked with stars, they're marked with folks like you. Blew a tire outside of Harmony Ridge, a town not on the map, just past Miller's Bridge. I cursed at the sky, kicked the gravel for style. The gas station girl said might be stuck here a while. They had 1 bar, 3 dogs, and a preacher who danced. A diner that ran out of bacon by chance. I said, this ain't the place where I'm meant to be, but that place I thought I never thought much of me. And I never meant to stay, just needed to breathe. Thought I'd fix the flat, then go like a breeze. But the coffee got better, and the nights got kind, and folks said hi like they meant it this time. Now I'm singing songs about where I found peace somehow. In this nowhere town, I can't leave now. Met a waitress named Jo with a limp and a laugh. She could roast your bad choices in a paragraph. She said, we all got wrecked once, what's yours called? I said, it's named April, she don't write or call. There's a dog at the library but not at the van where I lived the first month, parked under some trees. They brought pie and lawn chairs like I had a disease. And I never meant to stay, just needed a break. But it turns out healing don't care what road you take. They knew my name by week number 3. And not just the truck I came in, but the mess inside me. Now I'm painting porches, and I like it somehow. In this nowhere town, I can't leave now. Funny how silence can sound like a song when the pain starts saying you're not doing it wrong. I ain't found fame, but I found some truth, like how rust and grace both grow with roots. They asked me to play at the Founders Day Fair, paid me in pickles and old folding chairs. A kid named Luke sang back up real proud, with a voice that cracked, but a heart so loud. And I never meant to stay, just passing through. But sometimes the road don't give you a clue. Just a flat tire, strong cup, and a place to mend, where strangers become stories and broken hearts bend. I thought I was lost, but I'm home somehow. In this nowhere town, I can't leave now. So if you break down near Harmony Ridge, don't cuss too loud. That preacher might dance off the bridge. And if Joe pours your coffee, tip her somehow. She's part of this nowhere town. I can't leave now. To a diner with a name I couldn't spell, license plates from 3 states back, bugs on my windshield. Waitress poured me coffee like she'd seen this look before. Said, honey, it ain't running from, it's just looking for something more. I told her I ain't sure what I'm chasing, freedom, peace, or pie. She said, boy, those answers always right in the corner of your eye. Now eat before your eggs get cold and skip the weather app. Storms make better stories than a sunny straight day map. So fill her up and let it go. Don't stare too long in the rear view's glow. Pack your heart, not just your load, and leave room for the things you don't know, 'cause a crooked road still gets you home. So fill her up and let it go. Got a tip from a trucker out near Baton Rouge. Said avoid the city exits if you're looking for some truths. Take the roads with hand-painted signs that promise world's best pie. They usually come with laughter and a bathroom you can't find. He said bring wet wipes and jumper cables, don't rely on GPS. The best detours start with oops, not a carefully planned address. And when I asked what kept him going all them years on diesel time, he said, kid, the trick's to talk to people and don't skimp on lemon lime. So fill her up and let it go. Don't stare too long in the rear view's glow. Pack your heart, not just your load, and leave room for the things you don't know, 'cause a crooked road still gets you home. So fill her up and let it go. Met a widow in Wyoming, had a camper full of books. Told me every trip's a second chance, don't wait, don't overcook. She said my Jimmy always meant to drive Route 66 one day. Now I'm doing it with his flannel shirt and no plans in the way. So I carved a little rule for me in the leather of my seat. Buy a magnet from each town, wave at dogs and always eat. In places where the menus change with what the locals grow, and where the bathroom keys are tied to bricks or garden hose. Now I ain't found a fortune, but I found a peace instead, in the slow hum of the tires and the thoughts inside my head. And when folks ask where I'm headed, I just smile and say, wherever there's a new hello or a cheap motel buffet. So fill her up and let it go. Don't stare too long in the rear view's glow. Pack your heart, not just your load, and leave room for the things you don't know, 'cause a crooked road still gets you home. So fill her up and let it go. Yes, sometimes life don't need a plan, just a good tune and an open land, and someone to remind you slow is grand. So fill her up and take her hand.
Took a left where the pavement ended and the signs forgot their names. Riding shotgun was my shadow chase, and daydreams and window panes. My radio was busted, just a humming static spark, so I sang my own bad harmony to the rhythm of my heart. Saw a truck bed turn to flower pots beside a bar named Guess Again. Asked the lady sweeping gravel, you got Wi-Fi or just a min? She laughed so hard she snorted and tossed me a sweet tea. Said we got stories, sugar, and that's free with honesty. So I ride on borrowed roads and broken radios, learning life from folks in denim and dusty boots who know that peace don't come with pavement, it comes when you let go. On borrowed roads and broken radios. Stopped at a fruit stand where a kid sold limes and hope. Said Mom says every sour bite just needs sugar and a little rope. I bought a bag for $2 flat and tossed him a piece of gum. He said, "Sir, you look like someone who's running from someone dumb." Further down I met a preacher cooking ribs behind his shed. He said, "You don't need church to pray, just keep your blinkers fed." He meant, keep moving, don't stall in pain, just coast when times get tough. He said, "Grace ain't perfect music, son, it's learning when enough's enough." So I ride on borrowed roads and broken radios, learning life from folks in denim and dusty boots who know that peace don't come with pavement, it comes when you let go. On borrowed roads and broken radios. I found more truth in county fairs than college books or millionaire stares. Like how a kind word at a truck stop can turn a long day into a pit stop. Now I've got receipts from nowhere towns, bugs in every light, a head full of advice from strangers, and a heart that feels just right. Some songs you never hear on charts still follow you for years, like that waitress humming Patsy while she wiped away my tears. So I ride on borrowed roads and broken radios, learning life from folks in denim and dusty boots who know that peace don't come with pavement, it comes when you let go. On borrowed roads and broken radios. So if your map ain't making sense and your playlist lost its soul, roll the windows down, my friend, and just let the silence roll.
Pulled out of Tulsa with a gas tank full of grace. Had a dented tailgate, 2 old hats, and a bug smear license plate. There's a stack of notes in my glove box, folded up with time. Some from folks I left behind, some from me I'd yet to find. One said don't chase someone running, scribbled on a grocery list. Another just said call your dad. Man, how'd I keep missing this? Every mile I find a version of myself I'd left in park, like the one who thought he had to shine but never sat out in the dark. So I'm driving through these rearview days, learning to laugh, to cry, to wave, with love notes from mistakes and wins, like postcards I forgot to send. It's coffee cups and random weather, and peace inside these glove box letters. Met a guy in Amarillo, fixed his bikes, don't say too much. Said some people travel just to feel like they can still be touched. He gave me a wrench and half a peach, then walked back to his shed. I think he knew more about the world than most books I've ever read. A waitress down in Santa Fe wrote her name on my receipt. She said don't fall for cowboys who won't dance or admit defeat. I tipped her big and laughed out loud, then wrote her name down too. Sometimes strangers say the one thing that your old friends never do. So I'm driving through these rearview days, learning to laugh, to cry, to wave, with love notes from mistakes and wins, like postcards I forgot to send. It's coffee cups and random weather, and peace inside these glove box letters. Some letters smell like engine smoke, some read like one last inside joke. One just says slow down, it's fine, guess even ghosts can ride in kind. Now I'm parked beneath the cotton sky, reading one from '97. I'd written it to future me, about finding my own heaven. It said I hope you're not just busy, I hope you're feeling free, and I hope you learn to love your life even when it's just you and me. So I'm driving through these rearview days, learning to laugh, to cry, to wave, with love notes from mistakes and wins, like postcards I forgot to send. It's dusty roads and worn out leather, but I'm holding inside these glove box letters. So if you're driving and you feel alone, just check the mirror, friend. You might find pieces of yourself in what you never thought you'd send. I was low on fuel and high on caffeine, Pulled in a gallop just shy of 6:15. Got 2 breakfast burritos and a lukewarm Coke. And Goose, my hound, slipped his leash like a joke. He bolted past pumps like he had a plan, riding to traffic like a NASCAR fan. I dropped my drink, lost a boot in the chase. By the time I caught up, I was 3 blocks from Grace. Yeah, Goose took off and galloped like he had something to prove. Me in boxers and 1 boot, screaming down Route 22. A cop laughed so hard he forgot the citation. Said that dog's got vision, you just got vacation. Now I'm following paw prints instead of a plan, getting lost like only a free man can. Next day in Sedona, heard a bark near a hill. Asked a woman in yoga pants, "At your dog?" She said, "Chill." She handed me a smoothie, said, "Breathe and reflect." I just wanted Goose back, not inner architect. But she told me this: when life runs away, don't chase it, angry walk its way. So I climbed that hill, sat down in the red dust and laughed so hard I think I broke some trust. Cause Goose took off and galloped, left me chasing my pride. Made me meet weird folks with truth they don't hide. He's leading me places I never would choose, through ghost towns and gardens and old roadside blues. Now I'm learning to follow instead of command, getting lost like only a free man can. A drifter in Durango shared a beer and a tale of a cat he lost in '82 that still sends him mail. He said the ones that run teach us more than the ones who stay put. Then gave me a grilled cheese and a book I never understood. 3 weeks gone, hit a place called Truth, the Consequences. My feet were sore, my mind was tense, and I was low on sentences. Then I heard a howl low and long from a junkyard near the bend. And there was Goose tail wagging like, "What took you, my friend?" Yeah, Goose took off and galloped, but he brought me back whole. Chased a dog, found a country and pieces of my soul. From a preacher with a parrot to a poet with no phone. Each stop left me lighter, less tethered, more known. And now I follow the wind, not just a plan, getting lost like only a free man can. So if your dog runs wild at a station near dusk, don't rush, just smile, breathe deep and trust. Sometimes the journey don't start with a map, it starts with a leash and a dog that don't nap. She left me a note and a list of towns she always meant to see. Said I ain't running, just trying to find the girl I used to be. And though I swore I wouldn't follow, here I am 2 states away. Not to bring her back, just walk her path and learn what made her stray. First stop, a place called Harmony, but the sign had lost its age, felt kinda perfect. If you ask me, nothing's ever quite that straight. Met a vet with 1 good boot and a harmonica of pain. He said love ain't lost, it just keeps moving like a boxcar with no name. So I rolled through the town she left behind, drinking her coffee, trying her kind, laughing at jokes she might have told, wearing her warmth in this autumn cold. Each dusty porch, each neon sign tells me more of that heart than she ever let shine. Yeah, I'm driving slow and I'm taking my time through the town she left behind. In a cafe shaped like a school bus, they serve pancakes till 4 p.m. A waitress named Jolene said heartaches like syrup, sweet and thin. She wore a locket with a llama on it, said it used to make her cry. Till one day she just laughed instead and learned to kiss goodbye. I played pool with a guy in Stillwater who claimed he'd met Springsteen. Said the boss taught me 3 things: play loud, love deep, and keep your jeans clean. He told me you ain't chasing her friend, you're just catching your own breath. and scratched on the 8-ball and said, ain't that just life after death? So I rolled through the town she left behind, reading old signs like secret lines, dancing to jukes she might have loved, waking up slow under skies above. Each painted barn, each roadside find gives me peace of her heart I couldn't define. Yeah, I'm driving slow and I'm taking my time through the town she left behind. I thought I knew her, Lord, I tried, but truth don't bloom till after goodbye. And now I see the things she chased were never mine to hold or trace. Now I keep her map in the glove box next to my stubborn pride. Every pin she dropped was not escape, it was just where she'd come alive. I'm not here to find her shadow or retrace what we had. I'm here to learn from the beauty that broke her, made her glad. So I roll through the town she left behind, healing my heart one exit sign at a time, singing with strangers, sleeping near streams, trying to stitch up the holes in my dreams. Each stoplight slow, each motel blind, feels like therapy I never could find. Yeah, I'm driving slow and I'm taking my time through the town she left behind. Maybe someday I'll write her a line from one of these towns she left behind. Woke up in a Walmart lot with Cheetos in my lap, used my hoodie as a pillow and my dreams as a nap. Had a truck full of laundry, a cooler full of hope, and a dash light blinking service soon. Yeah, that's how life rolls. Lady pushing carts at dawn said, rough night, cowboy. I said, nah, I just like the stars and a mattress that squeaks with joy. She winked and handed me a muffin that I still don't think was free. Said the best lessons, hon, ain't found in a bed with clean sheets. Yeah, I've slept in parks and truck stops, back at diners and church lots, seen the sunrise paint a Waffle House sign gold. Met a guy who traded fortune just to live inside his Ford. Said pieces when your heart ain't got to fold. So I keep rolling on, like it or not, finding grace in a Walmart lot. Pulled off near a county fair, slept behind the tilt-a-whirl, woke the kids tossing popcorn and a goat chewing on my world. Had a dream that I got married, but my bride was just my truck. Guess even in my fantasies I still can't quite clean up. Brushed my teeth with bottled water, changed my shirt at a shell, had a mirror taped to my dashboard that fell every time I hit a hill. But I've met more real folks half asleep in these four doors than in any boardroom bragging about their marble kitchen floors. Yeah, I've slept in parks and truck stops, back at diners and church lot, heard raccoons fighting near a KOA. Met a preacher in Missouri with a mullet and a flask. He said, son, God don't judge where you lay. So I keep rolling on, like it or not, finding grace in a Walmart lot. There's something about the silence when you're broken, feeling brave, like the world says you ain't lost, you're just in the scenic phase. And the only real possession that I carry across these states is the peace that comes from learning how to wait. Now I carry jumper cables and I name every star, keep a flask of black coffee and a dented air guitar. Sometimes I miss the feel of blankets, warm and soft and neat, but I trade them all again for these four wheels and one back seat. Yeah, I've slept in parks and truck stops, back at diners and church lot, heard coyotes sing me into the dawn. Met a lady named Darlene who sold Bibles out her van. She said love ain't where, it's who you lean on. So I keep rolling on, like it or not, finding grace in a Walmart lot. So if you see a dusty truck with dreams taped to the dash. Weigh me down, I've got some stories, gas fumes, and time to crash. Somewhere near Amarillo, sun beating down like guilt. Just me and the road and some pain I'd yet to spill. She stood by the shoulder, thumb up, no fear in her eyes. Worn backpack, faded jeans, looking straight through the lies. I rolled down the window, said, "Where you trying to go?" She shrugged, "Don't matter much, just not the zip code." Something about her calm cut through my storm, so I said, "Hop in, I could use a mile more." And sometimes angels wear scuffed up boots, telling stories about freedom and difficult truths. We shared silence that somehow said more than 1,000 goodbyes or slammed screen doors. And I found a part of me I'd lost before, driving with a hitchhiker 1 mile more. She talked about Montana, where the wild things still roam, and a mother who prayed but never picked up the phone. She asked why I looked like I'd run from a fire. I said love left me with smoke and 4-ball tires. She laughed like thunder, deep and true, said a broken heart's just proof it beat for you. Then she handed me a lighter and a wrinkled map marked in red pen, "Here's where you come back." And sometimes healers don't wear no name, just ride shotgun and love your pain. We didn't speak much, didn't need report, just two lost souls knocking on fate's front door. And I found my breath beneath her Lord, driving with a hitchhiker 1 mile more. At a diner in Tucumcari, she said, "This is my stop." Paid for her eggs with a Polaroid sheet propped. It was her standing next to someone just like me, in front of a sign that read, "Be where your feet be." I never asked her name, never saw her again, but now I drive slower, like the road's my friend. I pick up strangers, leave my heart unlocked, and carry that map she gave, wrinkled and marked. You sometimes change rides and beat up jeans, with a past full of questions and eyes full of dreams. She said, "Keep going, you ain't meant to stay sore. Love ain't gone, it's just waiting 1 mile more." So I keep driving, not keeping score, driving with a memory 1 mile more. You see a soul by the road with a thumb to the sky, pull over, you never know who's saving your life. Turned 40 out near Joshua Tree, just me, a truck, and some black coffee. No cake, no cards, no calls came through, except the text from Verizon saying, "We miss you." Parked by a rock that looked like a fist, lit a match on a Hostess cupcake I didn't know I'd missed. Sang myself a shaky verse of "Happy Birthday, Man." Then raised a paper cup and toasted the sand. But the stars don't judge and the moon don't lie, and sometimes quiet is the best reply. No party hats, no streamers flying grand, just a birthday candle in the sand. Yeah, a birthday candle in the sand. Thought about Mama, she'd bake me that pie, the kind with the crust that flake when you cry. Thought about Jenny while we fell apart, and the voicemail I saved just to tear out my heart. A coyote wandered close, gave me that side eye, like he was saying, buddy, you good or just high? I said, I'm alright, just counting my scars. He left with a yawn and a look toward the stars. But the wind don't ask what kind of man I am, and that sky don't care about my 5-year plan. No crowd to clap, no birthday band, just a candle flickering in the sand. Yeah, a birthday candle in the sand. And you know what? I kinda liked it that way. No pressure to fake a smile or blow the years away. The desert don't sing, but she listens real close to every wish whispered softer than most. Next morning I left a note on a rock for the next lost soul who might wander that spot. You ain't broken, friend, you're just between songs. Hang tight, the road knows where you belong. So when the years sneak up with a heavy hand and you find yourself alone in some dry, forgotten land, don't curse the quiet, don't beg for a band. Light yourself a candle in the sand. Yeah, light a birthday candle in the sand. And make a wish that don't depend on man, just stars and hope and a little bit of sand.